Let's go. Aswand, Cruickshank, your one and only Move Swiftly speaker, checking in for a daily Move Swiftly thought, giving you a perspective on teamwork that you will not get anywhere else. We're talking family today, guys. Talking family over here on the Move Swiftly podcast and understanding the importance of getting to know your family. No, I do not mean the folks that you were forced to be around, the folks that you grew up with, were in the same household. I do not mean you're just simply your immediate family. Yes, your immediate family is important, but as the good book says, and I'm not quoting the good book, but I'm referring to when I say the good book is the Bible. I'm not quoting it directly, but it was something along the lines of getting to know your family as people. Like the people become just like the sand you would see on the beach, the people that you grew up in, understanding how important it is to really get to know the people and look at them from a subjective view in terms of, hey, that's not my sister or my brother or my mom or dad. That's just a person who was going through X, wanted X, and this is the way the person did this thing. All right, that's very, very important. And I've been incredibly blessed to have spent a significant amount of time with my parents, not only my parents, also my sister, but also my parents and my cousins and my parents' brothers and sisters. All right, for the past, since I started, even during my time in school, I'd spent a lot of time in New York getting to know my mother's brothers, my 4 uncles, and then when I graduated college, I did try to do a lot of cool things in Ocean City. I spent some time in Delaware with my uncle, my mother's brother. On my mother's side, the Stewart side, my mother's maiden name is Stewart, so the Stewart, the Cruickshank side, we'd always have that conversation in the house and things of that nature. But this past Friday, the reason I'm bringing all this up is because I'm recording this April 4th, 2024, and this past Friday was Good Friday, all right, Good Friday, and because we had a long weekend, I decided gonna head over to Miami, spend some time with my aunt, just unplug a little bit, just relax and kind of chill, hang out at the crib in Miami, right? So here's how that turned out. And every time I go there, in fact, we have a family reunion coming up in Trinidad, and she's usually the one that's always organizing family events and things of that nature. The last I think it was like 2 or 3 years ago. It's before COVID. It had to be before COVID, where we had one in Tobago where she organized it and all that, and we're organizing another one this summer in Trinidad, right? So, but anyway, it was interesting because again, this is Good Friday. I have that day off. I'm supposedly having the day off, and I don't got to be with the kids. And for those of you who don't know, I teach at a school out here in West Palm Beach, so supposedly having a quote unquote off day, and I'm spending this entire Good Friday, putting out clips, breaking down clips, writing certain articles, doing a bunch of stuff over and it was crazy because she and I were working, and even though, again, this is Good Friday, and she had to go pick up something from her office, and then she came back from the office and got onto her virtual setup in the house and was working from home while I'm on the laptop and things like that. And it's funny because my dad had called, and I was telling her, man, I'm getting just like him in terms of how glued we are into work and, looking at our laptop and constantly trying to strategize and do this and do that and do all that. And then, I told her that, I was just kind of bringing that to her attention. And then she looked at me, she goes, look, boy, that's just a Cruickshank thing. That's a Cruickshank thing. That's what's been happening from the beginning of time. And I bring you all that because it made me smile on the inside. There are times when you may meet people, or you may run across a potential significant other, potential suitor, and you may try to send a representative, or you may try to say something to them that makes yourself a little more appealing because of what you think they want to hear. But when you know your family, like this is what you were raised in, and this is kind of the culture, whether it's good, whether it's bad, being out there and not sending the representative, understanding the importance of going out there as yourself, showing up in the world as yourself. And you don't necessarily know everything about yourself unless you go and explore family. You go out and you meet the people, your extended family, get to know them, ask questions, be out there. Just, again, put yourself out there, and don't do it in isolation of your community. Don't do it in isolation of where you came from. Don't be ashamed of where you came from. Try to understand where you came from, understand the flaws, understand the good things, the bad things, take it all. So as you show up in the world and you meet the people that you really really want to meet, that can help you get to certain places. Again, all of these flaws are there, all the good things about you are there, all the flaws are there, and you guys can work from that place. You can work from a place of, all right, everything's on the table, let's get better. If we do this together, if I'm honest about it, let's do better, right? Let's figure out ways to do better. And that's what this world is all about. That's what this life is all about. So it was very fun. It was very intriguing, and it was a very important message to give to you guys today, because as you're out there in this world, as you're grinding, as you're trying to figure things out, it's very easy to get lost in this social media fueled society. I mean, we just had this debate all week about how Angel Reese was going through this, and again, she lives on social media. Hey, you're gonna get that when you put your ass out there on social media and things like that. And this isn't, I'm not directing it directly towards her, but this is for the majority of people, even like myself, that is constantly putting stuff out there via the internet. Hey, you're gonna take the good and you gotta take the bad that comes with it regardless. You just gotta remain yourself and continue to be yourself in this world, because that's the only thing you're gonna have, man. The only thing you're gonna have is that ability to be very strong in your principles, all right? Main website to check out to dive deeper into all my work, makeyourmove.com. That's MAKEYAMOVE.com. One-stop shop for all your teamwork and your self-development needs. Aswand Cruickshank, your one and only Move Swiftly speaker, checking out. You guys continue to move swiftly. We will talk more soon.